Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyas included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, shower of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and our reading continues of the 9th Adhyaya Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. Yesterday we read the 21st Shloka, and Sri Krishna had given us a word of caution that don't seek all those celestial pleasures, my dear fellows. Even if you seek celestial pleasures by performing the so many good deeds, for that matter, by studying the Vedas, by making yourself capable of drinking the somaras, and thereby purifying your sins, purifying yourself from the sins and evils and the wrongs that you have done, and also performing all those sacrificial acts, all those yajnas, you may make yourself eligible to enter the world of gods, to enjoy all those celestial pleasures. But Sri Krishna cautioned us, there is an end to that enjoyment also. Sri Krishna told us that te tvam bhuktva svargalokam vishalam kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. You may enjoy all those heavenly pleasures in that great, huge, majestic heavenly abode, the celestial plane. But the moment your good deeds come to an end, the moment you exhaust your merits, Punye kshine, what happens? Martyalokam vishanti. You have to get back into this world of life and death again. The cycle you have to once again enter. Evam trayi dharmam anuprapanna gatagatam kama kama labhante. By following the injunctions as prescribed in the 3 Vedas, you lead your life seeking, desiring the objects of desires. What happens? You have to come and go like this. You have to go there, enjoy, and again, after your good deeds, after your merits are exhausted, once your slate is again clean of all those good deeds that you have done, once your slate is clean of all the merits that you have accumulated through millions of lives, again you have to come back and get into that cycle of birth and death. Now, that is the great word of caution Krishna has given, that don't seek all those things. Instead, what Krishna wants us to do? Krishna wants us to do, we are going to read this in this 22nd Shloka. That what about those who have outgrown themselves from performing any of these yajnas, from studying any of these Vedas, from following any of the scriptural injunctions in attaining knowledge, in performing karma, in doing some yoga and all those things. So what happens to those? So Sri Krishna says in this 22nd Shloka that we are going to read today, ananyāśh chintayanto mam ye janāḥ paryupāsate teṣhāṁ nityābhiyuktānāṁ yoga-kṣhemaṁ vahāmyaham. Sri Krishna says, but those who are not seeking this enjoyment, celestial enjoyments, those who are not seeking, accumulating the merits in order to seek the celestial pleasures. Now Krishna is talking about that elite category. That elite category Krishna is taking, ananyāśh chintayanto mam. Ananya, the one who is chintayantah mam, who is meditating on me. Meditating on me with what thought? With the thought of ananya. Ananya, I am not different from Krishna. Who meditates on me in this fashion, not thinking, not perceiving oneself to be different from me, from the ultimate Lord. What happens to that? And ye janāḥ paryupāsate. And those seekers, those aspirants who worship, paryupāsate is worship, janāḥ, all the beings, as my beings. One who meditates on me without a thought of separation from me. One who meditates on me, who identifying oneself with me, knowing fully well that devotee is no way separate from the Lord. Ananya, ananya chintayantah mam. Ye janāḥ paryupāsate, and those such devotees who worship all the beings, knowing that all the beings are filled with me. All the beings are nothing but me. Who performs worship like this? Who meditates thinking about his or her oneness with me. What I do? teṣhāṁ nityābhiyuktānāṁ. Such people, nityābhiyuktānāṁ, they are ever united with me. They are nityābhiyuktānāṁ. They are never away from me. They are always with me. And for such people, yoga-kṣhemaṁ vahāmyaham. Yoga-kṣhema. Yoga-kṣhema is fulfiller of all the needs and maintenance of whatever is there with them. Yoga-kṣhema. Provide them with what they don't have and preserve with what they have. That is what I do. I provide them with what they don't have and I see to it that what they have is preserved intact. Vahāmyaham, I carry that responsibility, Krishna says. So that is what Krishna is referring, telling us, teaching us. Follow this path. Rather than seeking even the celestial pleasures. Because even if you you desire the objects of desires in the godly heavens, there is going to be an end to it. You have to again come back to this world, to this creation of life and death. Why would I? Just meditate upon me thinking you are one with me. Ananya, you are not different from me. Don't consider yourself to be different from me. Meditate upon me with that spirit. Meditate upon me with that knowledge of being one with me. You are not away. You are not separate. You are not the third person. You and me are same. So meditate on that aspect. And paryupāsate janāḥ. Ye mam paryupāsate janāḥ. And those who worship all these beings with my presence in them. Knowing fully them, I am there in all the beings. One who worships all these beings. Janāḥ is not only the human beings, not only the people, but whatever life form is there in this creation. know for sure that that life form is filled with me, and then worship that life form. So one who performs such worship, one who meditates with knowledge of oneness with me, Sri Krishna says that such a person is ever abiding in me. Such a person is nityābhiyuktānāṁ. He is ever steadfast, ever united with me. And for such people, for such devotees, for such aspirants, yoga-kṣhemaṁ vahāmyaham. I take the responsibility. I take the responsibility of providing them what they don't have. And it is my responsibility to see to it that to protect what they have. Now this term yoga-kṣhemaṁ vahāmyaham is very much familiar to us Indians, especially those who know that Life Insurance Corporation of India, they have this on their logo, yoga-kṣhemaṁ vahāmyaham, like the zindagi ke saath bhi, zindagi ke baad bhi. So this the Life Insurance Corporation, they have picked up yoga-kṣhemaṁ vahāmyaham from this 22nd Shloka of the 9th Adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So to those men who worship me alone with the knowledge that they are not separate from me, thinking of no other, and those who are ever devout, worship all the beings with the knowledge of me being in them. To them I provide gain, to them I provide security. I fulfill their needs, and I see to it that whatever they have is maintained, is preserved intact. It is my responsibility. Vahāmyaham, aham vahāmi. It is entirely my responsibility to take care of, because they are not very different from me. So I take care of me. That's what Sri Krishna is saying. This is a sublime statement revealing the law of life at spiritual level. This statement of Sri Krishna is not the plane of just enjoying the celestial pleasures. It is much beyond that. Just consider ourselves to be one with the Lord. Consider Lord being one with all the beings. And with this attitude, with this tendency, when one starts meditation, when one starts worshipping, we become one with the Lord, and we become His responsibility. We don't have to make any effort. He will see to it that what is to be given to this person. He will see to it that this person has got this. It has to be maintained intact, or maybe it has to grow further. It becomes His responsibility. It is all right for the body-bound man to toil for food and clothing, to think of the enjoyments. It is right for the ordinary man, but for the spiritual seeker, when I know I am one with the Lord, why should I worry? He will take care of me. He will take care of all my needs, and He will take care of the things which I already possess. The grace of the Lord works in such a way that the downfall does not take place. In every respect, the spirituality of spiritual man is promoted. There is always an add-on when we consider ourselves to be one with the Lord. The ananya bhakti, when love of the jivatman for a paramatman takes away all distinctions between the two. Ananya. There is no difference between me and the Lord. When we start meditation on this concept, when we start our meditation with this understanding of our oneness with the Lord, automatically we become one with the Lord. The baby in the womb gets his nourishment from the mother because of the state of non-separateness between the two. What a beautiful example Swami Chidbhavananda ji has given. Inside the womb, the baby is one with the mother. It doesn't have to worry anything about what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to have my lunch, dinner, breakfast, and all those things. That lovely mother is providing everything for the baby. The baby does not have to struggle at all. Likewise, Sri Krishna says, those who meditate upon me, chintayanto ananyāśh, I take care of them. I provide everything to them. They don't have to struggle. They don't have to worry. They don't have to think about what is going to happen. They have to just meditate. The boon of Ananya Bhakti is even greater and more consequential than this relationship of the fetus and the mother inside the mother's womb. The Ananya Bhakti, the relationship with the devotee and the God, is far, far superior than this relationship of the fetus inside the mother's womb and the mother. While the mother and the baby will be separated by time, as the time for birth comes nearer and nearer, then at the time of birth, the baby is out from mother, is separate from the mother, that umbilical cord is cut and the attachment to the mother is over. That mother as the provider of nourishment, that act, that part on behalf of mother is over. But this doesn't happen with the Paramatman and the Jivatman. As the Jivatman starts thinking oneself being one with the Paramatman, that bonding becomes so strong. There is no separateness like the child coming out of mother's womb and being separated and the umbilical cord being cut. With Ananya Bhakti, the Jivatman merges in the Paramatman, and that is the ultimate liberation, that is the ultimate illumination, that is the ultimate enlightenment of being one with our source. And that is what Sri Krishna now and again tells us about the gati, the ultimate objective of all these beings that we are proceeding towards. The grace of the Lord unfailingly facilitates this union. While the seekers of heaven seek the phantom, the genuine devotee of Lord gains him, the incomparable. The seekers of enjoyments, like Sri Krishna told in that the last few verses, that they study scriptures, they do so many sacrifices, they perform all the holy acts, they build up to their list of good deeds being done in order to enjoy the celestial enjoyments, the heavenly enjoyments. And what happens with the devotee? What happens with the bhakta? He has that feeling of being ananya with the Lord. He is not separate from the Lord. He is one with the Lord. So, for such devotees, it is the Lord who provides everything. Now, let's see what Sri Ramakrishna says about this. Sri Ramakrishna says, when the devotee takes one stride towards the Lord, the Lord, takes 10 strides towards devotee. Such is His grace. All Lord wants us to do is take 1 step. Lord is there to take 10 steps, to come and meet, to embrace the devotees. Lord is so keen. Lord wants us to take just single step ahead. And Sri Ramakrishna says, you take 1 step ahead, Lord will come 10 steps towards you and hug you and embrace you and provide you with everything that you need, that oneness with the ultimate divine. So that is Sri Krishna's clear-cut message again in this 22nd shloka of the 9th adhyaya of Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Yoga, the great secret that he has just opened up before us. That we should meditate with Ananya Bhakti, and we should also have that realization of God's presence in all the beings. These two things, we are one with the God, and then let God take care of it. Let us become His responsibility. Why get into all those hassles of worrying about the future, worrying about the next meal, worrying about the next cloth? He will provide everything. The Divine Mother will provide everything. So that is what Sri Krishna told us today in this 22nd shloka of the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, the 9th adhyaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.